waist.
Yun na.
So,
The first-
how do we reveal this? So,
Okay.
oh, wait. 1, 2, 3.
Unveiling of the June De Leon portrait!
Oh my God.
The actual photo po will be, naandun po siya
Yes, we'll be
pagkaganap
there.
sa
Oh,
Maybank.
we didn't bring
Yeah,
it.
it'll be framed in a 30 by 40.
Photograph.
Before that, I think it's good that we have to mention.
Ay,
The
and the
beneficiary for
line-
this Home for Girls in Nueva Ecija, an organization that provides care, protection, and rehabilitation for abused and exploited children.
And
There
I
you
think
go. Girls.
the line that inspired this photograph is said by Song Liling when Song says, "I'm happy," which often looks like crazy. So that's the line that inspired Raymond to do this shot. So ladies and gentlemen, with pride, I'd like
Yes.
to present to you the ingenue.
Okay, 3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
Wow!
Ano, sa dulo.
I like it.
Ayun.
So let's move on to the
Okay.
third photographer.
5 more. Please roll VTR.
Brother, 3,
3,
2,
2,
and
1.
Wow.
Oh, there it is.
Iba din, ano?
It's called Sweet
Oh.
Deception.
Sweet Deception. Oh, nandiyan pala yung mga title. Yeah,
Okay.
Sweet Deception by man.
And the beneficiary for this portrait is St. Joseph Parish in
And
Lambuna.
also Mandy Navazero was the first photographer who did our cover sa Inquirer
Wow.
way back in 1990 with the late and great Ben Cervantes. Na yun yung parang, it was very controversial kasi parang for the first time sa isang Sunday magazine, parang nakahubad yung cover.
Yeah, was there a title for that photo?
At that time, wala yata.
Okay, I'll call it the ass. Ass.
As you like it.
As you like it.
Yeah. So
So-
guys, this is The Way
Of all
of
flesh.
All Flesh by Mandy Navasiano.
3,
2, 1.
And the beneficiary for this portrait by Mandy Navacero is for the Philippine Women's University for their continuing education.
a specific student.
Specific.
That
Alright.
goes to
So it's for education.
Ay! tayo magbilang ng pera niya.
Hindi, Mami Ethel, ang daddy ko po, 94 years old na po.
Okay, wow.
So, medyo mahina ng daddy ko. He's actually mostly sa kama. He's bedridden, mahinang-mahina, pero wala siyang sakit. Wala siyang arthritis, wala siyang rheuma, wala siyang high blood, wala siyang sugar,
Galing.
wala siyang gout, wala siyang kahit ano. Wala siyang sugar. Mahina lang siya. Hindi, in fact, yung daddy ko, sobrang hina, pero very sharp. So, last week, pumunta ako, dala ko yung poster ng M. Butterfly, yung isa, yung nakikinig opera. Sabi ko, Dad, sino to? Kasi kailan nakasama yung boss ko. Sabi ko, Dad, sino to? Sabi niya, ikaw ba yan? So, may alam pa niya. Sabi
So
ko,
malinaw siyang magsalita direct.
oo, pero mahina
Ah.
kasi talagang mahina. In fact, pag tumatayo siya, super effort
Okay.
talaga, super effort. But he's still well. Ito yung sinasabing the mind is willing but the flesh is weak. Parang ganun. So, yun. So, I don't know if you'll be able to watch Mommy the show. Pero my mom, kaya pa ng mami ko, malakas. Malakas pa mami
Si
ko.
Mami,
Oo,
oh.
nagmamadyong pa eh.
Yun na.
Nagmamadyong pa siya, kaya pa niya.
Alright, thank you. Thanks, Tita Ethel.
The original material, not the one that they did in Broadway last year. Why? Because I've read both scripts, and in fact, I performed the original, and reading the second script, the one they did last year, parang, even ako medyo naisip ko na mas bagay dito sa Philippines yung original script. So we got the license kay David Wang Fruccia. And then we had some minor tweaks. In fact, it's directorial treatments. Yung interpretation ng character ko, though I'm playing the same Song Liling, you will see a different, very, very different Song Liling from way back 1990 in terms of characterization. And also because kasi nga, 28 years, ang dami ko na napagdaanan paghihirap, ang dami ko na napagdaanan ng, ups and downs. So, mas nalilayer ko na ngayon yung character. Unlike before, when I was 18, 19, 20, I was just pretending to be of age because I was a teenager at that time. Pero now, I know, parang kung sinasabi to now I feel my Song Liling is age appropriate.
So if I may, and adding about 3 additional characters, we have he needs to prove that, and gladly he did. And also, what I can assure you is this a M Butterfly 1990. You think it's the same? See me after you see it.
Yeah, in fact, it's so funny kasi when I was chatting with Jet, I thought we'll be coming out of billboard sa EDSA na M Butterflies are 18. Kami nag-rate.
Yung
Kasi syempre naman, maghuhubad si Song Liling.
Self-regulation.
Yeah, syempre, the discipline comes from us na.
But it's bad showing also to younger kids.
Well, yeah, well, this is the Philippines. We can't even show the Manny Navicero on EDSA.
Yung Mandy Navicero shot,
we're not approved.
The Way of All Flesh was
BGC
taken down
took
sa
it down.
BGC.
When we were just discussing having initial...
Because I really wanted to work with him. In fact, ang una kong pakay na kinausap siya was I wanted his award-winning musical which is Here Lies Love in the West, and I wanted to produce it here. But then, he didn't want kasi may mga plano pa siya for Here Lies Love somewhere else.
If you don't know, Here Lies Love is the
It's about Imelda
disco
Marcos.
musical about Imelda Marcos.
Because I love Imelda. I'm not for or against Marcos, but I just love Imelda. I want her hair. So, I wanted to produce it here, but then sabi ni Jen, wag na.
In
Wag
due
muna,
time.
in due time. Para siyang in due time. Sabi ko, ano yung in due time? Yung pala in due time, akala ko in due time. Sabi niya, in due time, ano in due time? Chubby yung line. So anyway, so Brand X and Brand Y in cooperation with Brand A gives you minor sponsor, chu. Walang ganun. Because sa Broadway, nobody does that, sabi ni Jen. Sabi, paano yung ganito? Paano yung ABS? Paano yung SM? They'll have their own, pero yung lalabas sa mga billboards, wala. Sabi ko, okay, pwede ba sa theater? We would like to think, smart. No. Do you ever hear that in Broadway? I go, oh my God.
Sa CCP, laging may ganon.
And then, so we will try to, as much as possible, adhere to the practices there. In fact, the concept of it's the magic. It's the magic that happens within the show. It's about, as I've said kanina, it's about perceptions. It's how you realize and how you perceive things to be, and how you, as a person, you yourself, you blur the truth when you don't want to know or hear and see the truth. So for me, that's the nice part because nowadays, especially now, panahon ng fake news. Di ba? Ang daming fake news, di mo na alam kung ano yung totoo na hindi. Di ba? Ang daming mga kapikian. Ngayon, meron tayong expectation versus reality. Ginagawa na ng M Butterfly yan before pa. Di ba? Ang daming mga millennials speak ngayon na, come to think of it, ginagawa na dati yan ng M Butterfly. So for me, yun ang kagandahan dito. Even if it's a 30-year-old material, it's still very apt.
Okay.
For me,
Sir Pablo, for being the first to write about M Butterfly last June or May, I think May, or you've written about what will give this interesting is the magic. There's magic talaga. It's something I cannot explain, but for the first time, I saw the play as a producer kasi I have an understudy which does my role when we rehearse, tas pinapanood ko. So I can see, kasi before, nung 1990, nung ginagawa ko po yung play, Sir Pablo, pag may lumalapit sa akin, sinasabi, RS, ang ganda ng play niyo, ang galing mo doon, ang parating sabi ko, talaga, hindi ko napanood eh. Kasi I was on stage, I don't know kung maganda talaga yung ginagawa namin. So, yung mga nagsasabi before na maganda yung play namin, I don't know. Pero ngayon, I act on it, and then pag okay na, my understudy replaces me, and I sit down, tabi ng director and Jet, and I watch it as a play, as a director. So, doon ko po nakita, Sir Pablo, na ang ganda pala. And it's totally different from UP. At that time, UP was the best. This time, eto yung the best. As in, it's very visual. And again, Sir Pablo, I was challenged noong 1990 was how to act. Kasi I've had a 20-year relationship. So, ilang taon yun? So, at that time, I was 18, 19, 20. We ran for 2 years eh. So, how can I have a 20-year relationship if I'm only 20-year-old? Paano ako nag-umpisa naging jowa niya? Newborn? So, fetus? Oo, fetus, di ba? So, I had to, yun ang unang challenge ko, I had to act mature that time. I had to act like I was 40 at that time, kahit I was 18. That was the challenge before. The challenge now is, how do I remove the character of Song Liling from before? Kasi it's like riding a bike eh. Diba? Kahit di ka nag-bike for 10 years, pag marunong ka mag-bike dati, makaka-bike ka. So it's just like riding a bike. So kailangan tanggalin yun because Jet and Kanakan really said, RS, we don't want any of those before. I go, okay. So we'll stick with the script, we'll stick with everything, pero the attack and the nuances of Song Liling, very different from before. So yun ang challenge sa akin. Kasi syempre,